Alright, this is Chris recording for MagicGatheringStrat. We're doing an M14 draft. Here the choice is pretty clear. Shivan Dragon's just a bomb. It's very, very hard to deal with in this format. It's a very good pack. Unfortunately, we're going to be passing the Chandra's Outrage, which is premium removal. Goblin Shortcutter is a very good card. Root Wall is awesome. Messenger Drake's very good, and Liturgy of Blood is also very, very good. But I think I'm just going to go with the Shivan Dragon here. Pretty hard to beat a 5/5 flyer that can really end the game quickly. So, really a case could be made for any of those picks that I said, Liturgy, Chandra's Outrage, and Root Wall in particular, but Shivan's Dragon's just better than all of those. So, Shivan Dragon it is. We'll follow that up with, wow, man, red is stacked in this pack. Pretty interesting that the person to our right took a common, and I can't even imagine what kind of common that would be. The choices here for us are Young Pyromancer or Chandra's Outrage. Well, I think when in doubt, you just take the removal. Chandra's Outrage is pretty good removal, and Young Pyromancer, I don't know. Maybe it should be the Young Pyromancer, but I think I'm just going to stick with Chandra's Outrage, because removal is removal. Follow that up with not a whole lot is really good out of this pack. I think the Woodborn Behemoth is probably the best card here. Disperse is also very, very good, but I don't know about blue-red as a archetype. I think I'm just going to take the biggest, baddest dude, and the green guy, and the two good green guys getting past me is a pretty good sign that maybe I'll get some more green to go with this, and we'll just go with a very big Gruul type deck. Plus the Woodborn is another guy that's just like, you can't really beat him. Oh, Planar Cleansing. So I think I'm pretty good with my green pick here. Active Treason's insanely good. Dragon Eggs also a little bit better than I thought it was going to be. It's still not great in my opinion. I think it's just going to be a Root Wall here. He's kind of a solid dude, and he's going to work really well for the curve and sort of being the big green-red that I want to be at this point in time. Dragon Egg is like a good defender and all that, but I think Root Wall is much better on offense than the Dragon Egg is. Wow, there's just nothing here for me. Bramble Crush is sort of like a catch-all type thing, but it's really not that great. Brindlebore is not actually a card, so I think I'll just take the most annoying card to play against, but for me that's always Corrupt. I hate losing to Corrupt. I don't mind the Sentinel Sliver so much. I really hate losing to Corrupt, so just cut that. So I can take a Predatory Sliver here and sort of hope to get some more slivers possibly. And if you do have like the slivers deck, I think the green-red is by far the most aggressive and powerful of the slivers decks. I do like Seismic Stomp a lot. I've won a lot of games with that. I haven't really played with Academy Raider too much, but I still don't think he's quite worth the cost. So I think I'll just go with the Predatory Sliver here. Maybe hope to pick up some like Battle Slivers or something in the packs 2 and 3. This is sort of an interesting shake. We have a Thunder Strike here, which is like a fine combat trick, right? First strike is not irrelevant. that being said, I think I'm just going to kind of sort of hope on the sliver theme and continue on the sliver construct. This guy's got a lot more upside if I do get him. Plus he can block the intimidate guys like Cursed Spirit and whatnot. So I think he's the pick here. And Thunderstrike costing 2 mana is certainly relevant. Vice the 1 mana. If I have a combat trick, I'd prefer it be a Giant Growth. Alright, well, Spore Mound here, still being here, is a pretty good sign, I'd say. And, you know, if I can pick up that Barrage of Expendables that I saw in the next pack, then I'm in really good shape. Spore Mound and Barrage of Expendables is a really good combo. Now this is my opening pack, and we'll definitely take the Goblin Shortcutter here. He works with exactly what I'm trying to do. So I think this is the pack with the Barrage of Expendables. No Barrage of Expendables. Now I've got an interesting choice. I have the Blur Sliver or the Molten Birth. I really do think it's one of those two. I think, once again, I think the Blur Sliver has a bigger upside. The Molten Births are really good, though. I'll take the Blur Sliver. And follow it up with either a Canyon Minotaur or a Lava Axe. I think I'm actually going to take the Lava Axe here. I might actually play it in this deck. Minotaur is sort of a ground dude, and I want more out of 4 mana in these colors. Alright, Windstorm's a sweet sideboard card. Well, I prefer Pay No Heed. I prefer that Pay No Heed doesn't get played against me over Fog. If my opponent's playing Fog, I feel pretty good. Alright, so we end up with 11 playables out of pack 1. Pretty good. Well, I'm not counting the Windstorm. Although Windstorm is probably main deckable in this format. Unfortunately, we opened a Bog Brew Witch, which is pretty awful. But fortunately, we opened a Marauding Wallhorn, which is pretty much exactly what I want to be doing with this type of a deck. Worth noting that we're passing a Warden, which isn't actually that great. Claustrophobia is going to be very good against us, but it's not the worst. And yeah, there's just really not a whole lot that's very good in this pack. So I think we're just going to take the Marauding Wallhorn. Messenger Drake is also very good, but Maulhorn is clearly the pick for us. Ooh, man. Rewarded for forcing them slivers. This guy is a collective blessing on a stick. He is pretty much unbeatable if he hits, so definitely taking this guy. Okay. So what do we have here? We have our choices, I think, are the Shiv's Embrace, the Plummet, or the Shock. I'm not really sure. Like, I've played with this a few times, the Shiv's Embrace. I'm not really impressed by it. Like, it's solid for ending games. The problem is, like, with this deck, I don't know that it's exactly what I want to be doing. I think I'm more of an early aggro deck. I think Shock is going to help me get through pesky blockers. Yeah. I'm going to take the Shock here. That could be wrong. I guess we'll see how it plays out. Oh man, now I got a rough choice. I got a Blur Sliver or Root Wall. I think Root Wall is just better in a vacuum. Plus it's foil and pretty. I would like to eventually be able to pick up 1 or 2 of these things, these Seismic Stomps, especially in this type of a deck. I think the Root Wall is just, like, he's better in general. Threat of activation and all that. And hey, I got another Blur Sliver anyway, so there you go. Rewarded. I would like a battle silver though. Yeah, striking silver is not exactly what I want. I think I am gonna take the shortcutter or the molten birth here. I do like shortcutter to get my bigger dudes on the ground through. And maybe make things like Deadly Recluse not able to block me. Molten Birth is really good, but I think I just want a shortcutter here. And we now have, I believe, a Canyon Minotaur. He does sort of fill out the curve. He's not bad, per se. And here I'm actually going to take a Naturalize over Cyclops Tyrant. I don't want to play Cyclops Tyrant if I can ever help it. So, and Naturalize is a very, very good sideboard card against, like, Angelic Court decks. Or other various enchantment decks that I can't beat. Got the Verdant Haven back or Demolish. I could see playing a Verdant Haven possibly. Is it better than... I think I'm actually just going to cut the Messenger Drake. Yeah, I'm not likely to play a Verdant Haven, so I'll just cut the most annoying card to play against, I think. Alright, ooh, god dang it. Well, I have to take the Hunt the Weak here because I'm pretty low on removal. My removal is basically the Shock, and that's pretty much it. Chandra's Outrage, I guess. So yeah, I'm going to have to take the Hunt the Weak here. Regrettably, I do want to pick up a Seismic Stomp, but Hunt the Weak is pretty good removal for my type of a deck. And the Pillarfield Ox over the Diabolic Tutor. Now, you know what? If my opponent's playing Pillarfield Ox, then I really don't care. The Diabolic Tutor and him fetching, like, Planar Cleansing or something would be really bad for me. I guess I don't want my opponent gaining a lot of life with Staff. Although if my opponent's playing Staff of the Sun Magus, I feel pretty good. Staff of the Mind Magus is very hard to beat, though, in the proper blue deck. And unfortunately we open it into the wilds. And funny enough, this is the first opportunity I've ever opened, and I'm not playing the colors that would allow me to play it. So here we have a choice between Marauding Maulhorn or Elvish Mystic. I think I just want the Maulhorn here. He's going to have more upside if I can pick up an Advocate of the Beast. Elvish Mystic is not really powering out a whole lot. I think I'm heavier red anyway than green. Well, I guess I'm about 50-50. But I just like the Maulhorn because he actually does stuff if I top deck him later in the game. And hey, there's that Advocate of the Beast that I was talking about. It kind of sucks that I have to pass up a Sliver Construct here, but Advocate of the Beast plus 2 Marauding Maulhorns is a pretty insane combo. So, there we go. Advocate of the Beast it is. I might actually pick up another one of those guys if I can. But I'll take a Rumbling Baloth, and I'm taking him over the Shock here because I just really want to be, like, big dude deck. Actually, I'm going to go ahead and hide this Windstorm and this Naturalize because I'm probably not playing those in the main deck, and the Lava Axe as well. Yeah, Rumbling Baloth is certainly what I want to be doing in this type of deck. I would definitely like to take the Shock, but I think if I just sort of flood the board with big creatures, then they're going to get through. Really just Blur Sliver here. That's sort of marginal at this point. I think I'm going to take the Lay of the Land here, and that sort of helps fill out the deck a little bit, I think. Thin it out and make sure that I draw less lands. And I didn't pick up enough predatory slivers to make the... maybe I should have taken the other blur sliver because of, Gigantic sliver here. Very unfortunate that I didn't get any battle slivers. I don't think I'm going to get any either. If I'm going to get one, it's going to be in the next 2 or 3 picks. Pitchburn Devils. It's really like the only pick here, I think. I think I've got enough. I think Pitchburn Devils will let me like attack through like this guy. It's kind of rough. Pitchburn Devils or it's Thunderstrike is really the choice. I could also take a Plummet. Plummet's probably better. It's going to be better for me in the long run than Pitchburns. I'm going to take the Plummet. And of course I could have gotten another Plummet right afterwards anyway, but I'm pretty happy taking a Deadly Recluse. He can always attack, and he definitely fills out the curve a little bit, so I can be happy with this as a deck. Lay of the Land or Regathan Firecat? I'd probably take another Lay of the Land. Why not? Nobody's taking the Angelic Court deck. Probably Ranger's Guile for sideboard in case decks have a lot of removal or something. Dragon Egg, what's this still doing here? Well, I guess I'll take it. Ingot. Firecat, wow. I just have everything that I wanted. Fortify? Jesus, why is that still there? Fortify is really good. Oh man, I'm gonna make some cuts. I think the Dragon Egg has to go. Plummet's probably not main deck. I could see doing this with 2 Lay of the Lands and relatively low curve. Curve stops at 6. Just only 2 creatures. I've got 2 Lay of the Lands to help that out. My pinch just cut this Firecat thing. Yeah, actually, now I think about it, I'm just going to cut the Firecat and do that. So this will be my deck pretty much. Yeah. Pretty good. I think it ended up okay. There's several ways that I can curve out and have a very, very strong start. So. Alright, I added one too many cards here. Only the Dragon Egg doesn't make it. Dragon Egg is just not aggressive enough for me. Yeah, I've got 3 removal spells and 2 Lay of the Lands. I've got 18 very large creatures. The Canyon Minotaur is pretty weak. I could see cutting him for like a Plummet or something. Probably not a Lava Axe, though. I didn't get the Barrage of Expendables that I wanted. It sucks. Or the Seismic Stomp. Yeah, like Canyon Minotaur is like the weak link. but I don't really see much that I can bring in place of him. I guess the Dragon Egg, possibly? But that's not really that good. Like maybe the Plummet just to get rid of random flyers, like Seacoast Drake or something. That would be really annoying. I just don't know that Canyon Minotaur is ever what I want to be doing on turn 4. I think I'd much rather play one of these big 4-drops, but maybe he's necessary to have a decent play on turn 4. So I think I'll just leave him in. Looks like we're leaning towards green, so it's probably going to be 9-8. Yeah, I think I'm going to lean towards 9-8 green. Because I've got the 2 little lands that can fetch me mountains if I need them. I could actually just cut the Minotaur and play it now. I'm not going to play 18 lands in our 2 land deck. It's absurd. Alright, yeah, we're going to go with that. So I shall be back for round 1.